Why, hello everyone, this is James coming at you with another awesome video about affiliate links, how to promote affiliate links. Now, today we're going to look at subject lines, how to write an outstanding subject line. What are some of the things you have to consider when it comes to writing a subject line? Okay, now this is part one of a two-part series. Okay, part one of a two-part series. We're going to look at the first 10 tips in this video, and then the next video, part two, will be the last 9. So we're going to do 10 first in this video, and then 9 in the second, and then in part 2 of this. Now, as always, I like to encourage you. Remember, you must take massive action every day, every day, every day, every day, massive action. Success leaves clues. Now, once you get this knowledge, you have to do something with it. It does absolutely no good to just have the knowledge or information only. You have to do something with it. Do something with the information that you have, okay? So this is what we're going to do here, okay? You need to do something with it. Take massive action every day. You have to get those negative thoughts under control, that negative self-talk. You got to kick it to the curb. Negative thoughts. You got to have a PMA, positive mental attitude. There's no way around this. Remember, you are designed for greatness. There is greatness within. Got to get you some great I am statements. Okay? Get you some positive affirmations. Success leaves clues. Okay? Success leaves clues. And some of the clues that they leave is, first, you have to be a person of gratitude, person of thanks. You have to give thanks. Okay? Take massive action every day. Kick those negative self-talk to the curb. Okay? These are clues that success leaves. Now, if there's a video you would like for me to create, drop me a line, send me leave a comment or something with regards to the topic you would like for me to do a video on. Okay, I do accept requests, especially when it comes to affiliate links, some suggestion ideas, tools, techniques with regards to promoting affiliate links. So please do that. Okay. Now let's go ahead and get started with today's topic. So we're going to look at different tips for writing great subject lines. All right, now, so 1 through 5, here are the first 5 tips. Keep it short and sweet. Use a familiar sender's name. Avoid no reply sender's name. Don't use that. That could you want to do a great subject line, okay? Use personalization tokens and segment your list. This is very important. Segment that list. Don't make false promises in your subject lines. If you're going to say something, make sure you can back it up. Do tell them what's on the inside. Let them know what's on the inside of your email. Timing is right. Make sure you have the correct timing. Use concise language. And then action verbs. Okay, use action verbs. Actually start with an action verb. Alright, so number 1, keep it short and sweet. Now, the reason you want your title to be short and sweet, simply because if they're extremely long, it can get cut off. Okay? They can get cut off. And a lot of the emails today are being opened by mobile devices. So you want to kind of get straight to the point. But then not only straight to the point, you want to make sure that your subject line is not that long. Now, there's a 50 character limit. Okay, 50 character limit. All right. Keep your subject lines short. Think about using less words that means more. which word can, if you can use one word that replaces 3 words, that's great. And then which words I can remove, okay? Now, here are some examples of what may work best, okay? Here, the first one is your order has been processed, okay? Now, this is a short example. Then here it says order, and it gives a number, is being processed. The section A, this one here, the first choice is better than the second choice, okay? So you come up better using the first choice and not the second one, all right? And then, let's see, don't waste time including words, like update in the subject line, okay? Well, those are wasted words, updates and newsletters, okay? Use a name that the people are familiar with, a familiar sender's name. Okay, we're human. Make your email to appear that it's coming from a human. And then the way you do that is by using a person's name, the first name, and then the company, okay? The company.com. First name, company.com. Use your own name. Use your own name, all right? Because you want to come across that you're an individual, that they are a person, that the email is coming from a person and not the company. Okay, avoid the no reply sender's name. Okay, now when you do this, it makes it appear that it's a mass mailing. I know why people do this. They want to encourage them to not reply to this particular email address. I understand why that's the case, but sometimes that can come across as a spammy, okay, as a spam email. And then with the spam emails, people are hesitant about opening the spam emails. And it looks like it was just a bulk email that went out. It was kind of like an autoresponder. Okay, you don't want to foster that. You want to make it appear that the email is coming from a person. Okay, this is what I'm talking about here. Never use no reply at companiesname.com. Okay, and avoid using generic email addresses. Avoid doing that. Okay, for tokens, personalization tokens. Now, people are using this concept quite a bit today. When you see like your name, the recipient's name appears in the subject line, a token was used, or a symbol was used to put that the person's first name there. Sometimes it will also appear within the email. So this is done with a token. Okay, it's called a token. It's a code, and each mail system that you use has its own unique code. It may have a code for a first name, another different code for the last name. At site A, and then the site B, the codes are totally different. So you have to make sure that you're using the correct token with each website or email server, or email client that you're utilizing. Okay? Make sure you do that. All right? So you want to personalize it. So if you have the first name, include the first name in the subject line. By doing this, this will increase your click-through rates. Subject line, okay. Now sometimes you may want to include the location as to where the person is from. You know, the cities, you can divide that list. And then talk about the best, these are some examples, the best outdoor bars or restaurants within the area. Okay. Okay, segment your list. Now, when you send out these email blasts, you kind of want to like divide the list. Remember that everyone on the list is not the same. They're different. Some people may like this. Some people may not like that. And so you kind of want to divide your list as much as possible, kind of, group them together. And the reason we want to do that is that this eliminates confusion and frustration. Now, here's some examples of what I'm talking about. Now, let's say you're sending out a bulk email to everyone on the list, and it's talking about a steakhouse. However, someone on the list could be a vegetarian, and they're asking themselves, well, why are you sending me an email about meat when I don't eat meat? Okay? So this is why you want to divide the list. Then, let's say you send out a series of a case study to someone who just signed up to a list. And they're asking themselves, hey, I just signed up yesterday. Then why is he sending me something about a case study? These are examples about how it would be best to divide your list. Okay, some examples. Okay, 6, do not make false promises. If you're going to make a promise, make sure that you're able to deliver on that promise in your message. You don't want to put something out there that will cause people to open the email, but then when they get to the email, what you promise is it's not even addressed in the email. Okay, you don't want to do that. Okay, you're making what's said to be a false promise. Okay, make good on the comment. If you say something in your subject line, make sure it is addressed in the email. You want the two to be congruent. Okay, now, if you don't do this, this is going to create, I believe, a bad taste in your audience mouth, and they will learn not to trust you. And by them not trusting you, this will lower your open rate and increase your unsubscription rate. So we want to avoid that. Okay, 7, tell them what's on the inside. Okay, let them know in the subject line what will appear on the inside. If you're offering a discount, if you're offering an ebook, if you're offering a guide, just mention that in the subject line, okay? Mention that in the subject line, and then they'll know what to expect once they get on the inside. You don't want it to come across as a surprise. Let them know what's on the inside. Hey, something is downloaded. It's an offer. It will be delivered via email. Okay, this is like the subject line. Use a subject that would say something like, your new ebook is on the inside. Your guide awaits you. Okay, these are examples. Okay. Now these two works better than thank you. Okay, because you let them know you made it very clear what to expect and then that it's coming. Okay, timing. Make sure you have the correct timing. Okay, send out an email with this subject line. Make sure the timing is correct. Okay, it can make a very big difference if you send something out at the wrong time. For instance, this is about prescriptions. Here are some examples. Your prescription is expiring. Okay, and so what happens is you let them know that their prescription, be it medication or whatever it is expiring. And then you just sent them an email and ask them if they want to renew. Okay, renew. So you sent it out before. This is what's called timing. All right. Make sure it's done at the right time. Now, also when you do this, include a call to action about something else, about getting glasses upgraded. The email itself was about your prescription, but also there's a call to action about getting glasses upgraded. This is kind of what some people refer to as an upsell. Okay. Concise language. Make sure that you use concise language. People have a tendency to do a quick scan. They scan the email, they scan the the subject line very quickly, and they make decisions as to whether or not they're going to open the email or not real quickly. Okay, so make sure it's clear and concise. Okay, clear and concise. Now, as you create this subject line, you need to think first about how will this email benefit the recipients, and then be very clear about those benefits. So you're going to kind of like think through this process. The reason for a good subject line is to get them to actually open the email. Okay, so you want to make sure that the email and the subject line, that they are congruent, that they are talking about the same thing. Okay, you don't want your subject line to be about one thing, and then when they get in and open the email, it's about something entirely different. So you want to make sure that they are the same. Right? Now, an example of what I'm talking about is this. This is better. This particular one is better, is more appealing than the second one. Increase your open rate by 50% today. Okay. Now that is more appealing than how to increase your open rate. Okay. Increase your open rate. This is an example of a good subject line. Increase your open rate by 50% today versus how to increase open rates. Okay. Sample A is much better than sample B. You will get more opens. Okay, action verbs. Start with action verbs, or what we call to action. A call to action. Now, subject lines can also be a call to action. They're very similar. You want to start out with what is called an action verb. Okay, something that creates action. Okay, language is used to inspire people to click. You want to use language that will encourage them to click the link. Subject lines that begins with action verbs tend to be more engaging. Okay, they will more engage, and they want to actually look at it a little bit more. It's going to create some curiosity. Okay. Now, when you add these action verbs, make sure that they're at the beginning. Make sure they're at the beginning of the subject. Okay, now here are some examples as to what having an action verb in a subject line would look like. Okay, here's some examples. Okay, here's one here. Okay, an example. Inviting people to a hockey league dinner. The email subject might read, dine with, and it gives their names. Okay, rather than a generic using, which is less accountable. Okay, so you want to actually use the names, dine with, and you give the individual's names. Okay. Some other examples are, say, a local Boston Sports League meal. Okay, this is what happens. Familiar email use, dine. Okay, the action word here is dine. Okay, and you will use that to help increase your open rate. All right, so let's do a quick review as to subject lines that are considered good. What do they have in common? Okay, and so we're going to look at 5 things that they have in common here. Actually, we're going to look at 10, but we're doing them in groups of 5. Make sure that they're short and sweet. Use a familiar sender's name. Avoid the non-reply sender's name. Use personalization tokens. Segment your list. Do not make, okay, here are the second group of 5. Do not make false promises. If you make a promise If you mention a promise in the subject line, make sure it's followed up in the email. Tell other people what they will see on the inside of the email. Let them know what's going to be in the email. You don't want it to be a surprise. Well, sometimes you do. You kind of want to create some curiosity. But for the most part, let them know what's on the inside of the email. Make sure your timing is correct. Make sure that the email is timely. Okay. Then use concise language. Kind of get straight to the point. And then 10, action verbs. I'll start with action verbs. All right, so this was James. We talked about the tips for writing an outstanding email subject. This is part 1. Part 2 will be posted as well. Now, remember, you must take massive action every day. Every day, every day, every day, you have to take massive action. If you have the knowledge and you do nothing with it, it really does you no good to have the knowledge or the information. If you got the knowledge and information, do something with it. Make it useful. All right? I want you to be able to say the dream is true. Great, great, great. Great it is to dream the dream when you send in youth into starry stream. But a greater thing is to fight life through and to say at the end, the dream is true. I want you to be able to say the dream is true. I'm living the dream. Success leaves clues. Success leaves clues. And I want you to know that. Success leaves clues. Remember, you are great. You are designed for greatness. There's greatness within you. Get you some good I am statements, some good affirmations, words, some encouraging words that you can speak of yourself. Get you a vision board. Get you a vision board. Get your mind movie. Get you a mind movie. Tell your mind what to think. Don't let your mind tell you what to think. You tell your mind what to think. If there's a video you would like me to create with regards to marketing, how to market the affiliate links, send me a note. Leave a comment. If it's possible, I will do my best to create that video and post it. Okay. I do accept requests with regards to affiliate links. Like, share, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment. Okay. I need some engagement on my channel. Okay. I need some engagement. So let's go ahead and end with this lesson. Until we meet again, may the Lord continue to bless you. May He smile upon you. May He grant you His favor, give you His peace. And may He also continue to enlarge your territory. This has been James. Have a great day.